There's a video from none other than Luke West about his experience in the emergency room, which I've been through several times, and they're beyond not giving an S or a shit, as he says. They're absolutely ridiculous people. They have no class, no respect. Their lacks of professionalism, And after I had my experiences, I went on iBlog.tv to say I started making YouTube videos, and idiots started saying that I harass people in the hospitals. After they harassed me and they were just ridiculous people. In my experience, they were in an emergency room, and they were like a guy, like she was married, they were flirting with each other, he was touching her. There was a kid around, and these idiots say I harassed them because I went back and I started asking them questions. But if this guy blew up on their face, they probably respect them for a different reason. They're respecting me, my anger, when I was angry, and I lost my temper because my ex-girlfriend's kids were threatened to get kidnapped or some stuff. But let's watch the video.
So, I went to the ER for my foot. Basically, my parents coaxed me into fucking going, saying, oh, you should really get it looked at, or it could be serious and fucking whatnot. I was gonna let it go. I was just gonna ice it, take some ibuprofen, Tylenol or something. But I went anyways. I went to the ER. The guy that comes to take you in a wheelchair or whatever to bring you to the back, and I said that I was good without one. And then he just kept trying to get me in the wheelchair, and eventually I just got in because I figured it was probably his procedure, right? But we get to the back room, he checks me in, whatever, and he leaves the room, and I can hear him talking shit through the fucking walls. I can literally hear him talking shit about me!
It does get you angry like that. But you get fed. Like, from my perspective, I got very disappointed. I was to the point where disappointed. Like, these are, adults over there. The adults like that, and then, it's like, they criticize something like this guy, it's like, why don't you just do your job? And, it's like, even in Dunkin' Donuts, any kind of either facility or business, you have to have certain customer service skills. You can't goof around and, even be, behind people's back, talk about the clients, like, you're not supposed to do that stuff. It promotes a bad business sense, and people in the healthcare system, they get away with that because where else are you gonna go? If that particular Dunkin' Donuts, you write them a review, you omit them. Like, I don't go to a lot of Starbucks because they're ridiculous idiots in Starbucks as well. But this is a healthcare system. It's about keeping people alive. It's much more important than your little Dunkaccino or your little latte coffee.
He comes back in the room and he pretends like it's alright.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not gonna be apologies, this they're very inhumane, and they're beyond arrogant or egotistical. They just think it's the norm. I mean, that's that's what a lot of people are. In my opinion, they're like very immature little kids, except they're grown-ups and they're very ridiculous people.
I don't know what's going on. They take my x-ray and whatnot. He's like, just take some ibuprofen, Tylenol, stay off the foot, some ice, you'll be fine. And I look at him, and I tell him that they need to get thinner walls, because I can hear him talking shit through the door.
Well, I mean, if they get thinner walls, wouldn't that, you would hear a lot more. Maybe I'm just not understanding this, but yeah, through the door. The ones that I met, they didn't care to go around the door. I had a doctor that just omitted, coming up to me, and then, he gave me an attitude, just walked away. They're beyond ridiculous. They're very careless and negligent.
He's like, yeah, well, and he just fucking leaves. People don't give a shit! They don't give a shit!
I mean, that people don't give a shit. I knew that, like, I didn't have too much experience with the hospitals. It was, early 2000, it was Glenn Beck. And they pilled him up, and, he was like, he had suicidal thoughts running through his mind. That guy had a lot of money. He was on CNN, Fox, but, it's like, they treat him horribly as well. And, it's not just, he's a celebrity, he has money, but it's like, if they want to, they'll treat you like any way they want. there lacks ethics, and the hospitals, all the nurses, they lack ethics, and morality and principles, and a lot of them have a very poor character, and also their ethics of work is just atrocious. They're very lazy. They collect a paycheck, and they omit a lot of stuff. They get away with a lot of stuff as well. Writing a complaint is one thing. Writing a review is another. If you look at the hospital I went to, it's like all these reviews. It's like they point out the same things I saw, and nothing changes. Nothing changes.